Right then, guys, welcome back to another video. This one is a bit different. Usually I'm up in the office, but today I just felt like, you know what? Let's go for a drive. Let's do something a little different. It's rainy, the sun's going down, and I just figured, why not? The older I've gotten and the more experiences I've had, the more I've realized that damn near everybody is an anxious, stressed out mess, all right? That seems hyperbolic. It seems like I'm being a bit over the top, but nah, if you look around and observe society itself, you'll realize that most people are truly so stressed out, they're so anxious, they're so overwhelmed with life itself. And to me, it's a sad thing. I think a lot of this comes from the way the workplace is set up. Most of us, we go to a job at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, we have to stay there and produce X amount of work all day, and then once the clock hits a certain time, then we can leave. And this whole mindset of having to be more productive, having to be at certain places at a certain time to get XYZ amount of work done within that time block, this all came from the Industrial Revolution. Hundreds of years ago, all right? But this way of thinking, it's so deeply embedded within our minds, within our psyches, you could say, that this is how we just tend to operate even still to this very day. And on top of this, our society itself pushes this hustle culture narrative, this idea that you need to get more work done, you need to be in more places at once, you need to be a high performer. And on one hand, I get it. I'm all about that. I'm all for optimizing your life in ways that help you bring it to the next level. But it can get pathological and it can get very unhealthy when it goes unchecked for too long. Many people will consume content and see their favorite creators saying like, yeah, man, you just gotta work. Just work hard, man. You gotta grind. And to me, on the surface, it's correct advice, but it's mostly bullshit because they can tell you, yeah, you gotta work hard, but meanwhile, you're sitting there like, what the hell should I be working hard on? What should I be doing outside of the basic information that we all know about? And man, this is mentally taxing because you see all these people living their dream lives, traveling the world. They have a good looking boyfriend or girlfriend, they're driving beautiful cars, and you're like, well, shit, I thought I was working hard, but meanwhile, my life isn't getting anywhere. So what the hell am I doing wrong? This creates more negative thoughts, which fuels those limiting beliefs. And those limiting beliefs ultimately shape your identity, your self-perception. And once your self-perception is shaped in a way that doesn't benefit you, then it's very difficult to change your behaviors. So this is a cycle that goes on and on and on. Look, I don't know your situation. I don't know where you're from. I don't know your intelligence levels. I don't know what you do for a career. I don't know your family situation. But what I do know is this. If you continue going about life in this cloud of stress and anxiety and overwhelm, then you're not going to be able to discern what you actually need to do to create the life that you want to live, plain and simple. And if you're somebody who's always consuming content to motivate yourself or always looking for that next business idea or trying to figure out more information because you don't feel like you're ready to do whatever it is you got to do, then you got to cut that shit out, man. You really do. Because more than likely you have all the information you need. You know exactly what it is you need to do in order to get to that next level within your life. What you need right now is to step back from the noise, gain mental clarity, and calm the hell down, all right? Because if you're always so plugged in and worried about what this business guru is saying, worried about what this hustle bro is saying, stressed out about everything having to do with your job and your responsibilities, all this compounds and it stacks on top of each other until you have this gigantic mountain of stress that you can't climb. And when you have this big mountain of stress, you can't think clearly. So, yeah, all this is to say, step back from the noise, gain mental clarity, figure out exactly what it is you got to do. Just go from there, man. There's no need to stress yourself out. No need to feel so anxious and overwhelmed by this false urgency and this ridiculous hustle culture narrative that people want you to believe in. Yeah, put the work in, do what you got to do, lock in when it's needed, but don't overburden your minds, all right? Start small. So, yeah, I landed here. Hope you enjoyed this. Thank you very much for watching, and speak to you soon.